Go. Hello YouTube and welcome to Theola Gaming. This is going to be our last video for the year, so we're doing a bit of a special for you guys. We are going to play well, everyone but me is going to play the Yahwg, and it's going to be quite hilarious, I reckon. This is a funny game. As you can probably tell, our setup this week is not great. This game's not great at being recorded or even having It took like half an hour to even get it so the volume isn't deafening for everyone. So this is what you get. You get Windows Photo Viewer because my black screen photo went off slideshow and I can't change it now because the Yahwg stole my mouse. And it's in a windowed mode because that's the only way it will record. But anyway, this isn't much of a game about looking, it's about listening. Now, here with me today we have Adam.
Hi.
And Mitchell.
Hello.
And Joel.
Wait, what's up?
And Jacob.
G'day.
Alright, so basically how this game works is everyone has a character. So in the green down the bottom with the mustache we have Joel. Up top in the orange.
Of course we do.
Up top in the orange is Mitchell. To the left in the blue is Jacob. And in the red to the right is Adam.
My collar's bigger IRL.
Yeah. Now let's get into it. The Yahwg will be here in 6 weeks and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. Alright, week 1. Everyone starts with average stats in physique, finesse, mind, charm, magic, and 0 in wealth. Wealth is your gold. These increase or decrease as various things happen. My screen just did a thing.
What do I have
hope that
currently?
doesn't mean it's 5 in everything except wealth.
And what were they again?
Physique, finesse, mind, charm, magic. I really hope that screen wasn't my recording stuffing up. But anyway. So first up, Jacob. How this game works is each week you'll be given a choice of a place to go and then things will happen and you'll get more choices. So you're first up and you got to pick an area to go to and spend the week. We have the forest, the arena, the alchemy tower, the gardens, the palace, the tavern, the hospital, or the slums.
I'm kind of thinking arena, but that probably make more sense if we already got the bit of leveling happening.
Oh, your leveling happens as you do the things. It'll be fine.
Let's just go straight to the arena. Why not? Sounds like fun.
Alright, do you want to compete in a fight or bet on a fight? Keep in mind you have no gold,
Jenkins.
so you kind of have to compete. Alright.
Yeah, let's compete. Let's make some cash.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, miss, I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or two?" Do you accept his challenge, or refer him to the burly guy next to you?
Given my chance for getting dead really quick in pretty much any game, I'm actually going to refer him to the belly guy.
I don't think you actually can die in this game. I've only played it once, so... Still referring?
I've never played this game before. Yeah, let's play safe-ish to start off.
Thanks, he says.
I love these noises in the background, by the way. Mitch is like stomping on seals in the background.
Yeah.
That's what I normally do, so that makes sense.
At least he's not getting bombed for it again. That's even louder. Right. Later on, you see the two of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not being punched in the face, you feel you made a good decision. You gain 1 mind. Alright,
No,
Joel, you're
not
up.
me. Oh, all right. I'm going to
So-
the tavern. Hey,
Yep, you can't pick the same place as someone else. Alright, do you want to...
awful if we met, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you want to bartend or do you want to drink?
I want a drink, man.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's what happens
gain
when you get
physique?
wasted.
Where did the physique come from?
Some people
I
find
guess
physique
It's the
attractive.
facial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day, a
Plus two
bard
is
pulls
right.
out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and is ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about it. Do you convince him to leave, or do you challenge him to a lute duel?
Loot
Challenge
jewel,
him
loot
to a
jewel.
loot duel. Holy crap, yes.
You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You only just start
Oh.
playing the lute when you realize you're even worse than the bard. The bard easily outplays you and motions for you to lay down your lute. You can tell there are a couple of people snickering at you right now. Embarrassing. You lose 1 charm.
You still got your physique though, it's all good.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
it, that's it.
Adam, you're
Might
up.
make a-
There
Alright,
is
what are my options
forest, alchemy tower, gardens, palace, hospital, or slums.
Let's go to the alchemy tower.
Do you clean the lab or do you brew a potion?
Brew a potion, duh.
You spend
For
the
a whole
week
week.
experimenting with different potion brews, and you look hilarious doing it. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day,
Yes.
you hear cries for help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see that the alchemists there have accidentally created an ooze monster. How do you dispatch the ooze? Do you punch the ooze into submission, or do you blast the ooze with magic? Well, there's only one
Magic.
sensible choice here, clearly. You just gotta
Yeah,
punch it.
Come on.
Yeah. Alright, blasting with magic.
Yes.
Boring. You pulverize the ooze into a puddle with
Lame.
an array of magical spells. The alchemists all cheer. You gain 1 charm. Why do you gain charm from magicking a monster out of existence? Oh
'Cause
well.
they like me now.
Yeah. Alright. Who hasn't gone yet? Who's yellow? I kind of forgot.
I'm orange, but I haven't.
Mitchell.
Oh, okay, Mitch. That's why. Alright,
Sensibly orange,
Forest.
I can't see a thing.
Yeah, apparently you transitioned to yellow, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Great.
Forest, gardens, palace, hospital, or slums?
Mums.
Do you pickpocket or do you fight crime?
Oh, man, be
I
Batman.
pickpocket.
Always be Batman.
Okay, fine. Batman. Go
Oh.
Batman.
You're picking pockets now. You spend the
Oh,
week
Batman.
performing
Batman's
petty theft.
Adaptable.
You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir, feeling a little lonely tonight?" she asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night." Do you go
This is a
sure
Christian show, we can't
or
go
no
ahead with
wealth? Also, the only guy here who's married.
Yeah.
So definitely
I
you're going
didn't hear what
sure,
the
right?
Options were, but what'd you say?
Well, you can either go sure and lose 2 wealth or no thanks. Oh, you don't even have 2 wealth, so you have even less
Well-
options, even if you were being... I was going to say
Well,
even
there
if
we
you were
go.
going against morality, but you're already picking everyone's pockets, so...
That's a different thing altogether.
Alright, you're
Just
lost.
something Adultery is quite another.
Yeah. Now, next blurb. They say the last time it came, the Yahwg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Alright. Blue. That is Jacob.
Yep.
Where to this week? And you can go anywhere again. Forest, arena, alchemy tower, gardens, palace, tavern, hospital, slums.
You know, I'm a magic guy, aren't I?
Oh no, you
Magic
just...
person.
I
Let's go.
thought you had a magic hat, but it turns out you just have a shape, and your shape is triangle. So you don't even
Wow.
have a wizard hat.
That's so cool. Let's go to the hospital and help people and do stuff. Or catch a horrible disease. Let's just go hospital. Yeah, why not?
Do you clean up or do you tend to patients?
I think hygiene first. Let's clean up.
You spend the
That's
week
the safest
steeling your
way.
mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient
Hey,
comes
that's not
into the
bad.
hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before. Well,
Yeah,
walking
nah.
by the bedside, he looks to you
Let's go.
and rudely asks for a glass of water. Do you get him the water or do you ignore him?
This is a really interesting theological discussion about meeting people's needs. We just- right. Let's see. Getting him water. This seems too innocent and too safe.
No one's died yet.
Yeah,
No
you
one
can't
died yet.
die.
Can you catch horrible illnesses? Or debilitate you forever?
Probably, yeah. I don't know if they debilitate you forever, but anyway,
Get him the water, man. Just YOLO.
just do it, yeah.
You know what? Just do it. Give him the water.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, and then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face.
You die.
After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane man for spitting at you. That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. So you now have a magic of 8 and a mind of 4. Also, your physique is 8.
Congratulations, you're insane.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb mage. Got it. That's great. A dumb mage.
Yep.
Saying wizard, man. It's the thing.
You're basically turning into an Atronach. Right.
Oh dear.
Forest, Joel, Forest, Arena, Alchemy Tower, Gardens, Palace, Tavern,
Tavern.
Slums. Right,
Tavern.
bartend or drink?
Drink.
You spend the entire week getting wasted, again. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. Do you join in the fray or break up the fight?
Join in the fray.
You jump into the thick of the fight and let loose some pent-up rage on unsuspecting patrons. You gain 1 physique from all that exertion. And that was it.
Nice.
I was expecting more. Alright, Adam.
Palace.
Right, do you do administration work or do you attend a ball?
Let's go to the ball.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 possess.
How long's this ball?
Apparently there's one each night. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs.
Is it funny?
But you didn't understand the joke at all. Do you ask
No.
for an explanation or do you try and figure out the joke on your own?
Explain it in great detail, please.
I asked for an explanation.
That always makes jokes better.
Yeah. You approach the jester, asking him what exactly the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably, the jester had just made another joke at your expense. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm. Alright,
Where did you
Mitchell.
gain confidence from that?
I don't know. This game has some weird
Yes.
things. We have slums, gardens, alchemy tower, arena, or forest.
I don't think it's likely that I'll get out of the slums that quickly, so I better stay there. Make it
Pickpocketing
realistic.
or fighting crimes?
Fighting crime this time.
You changed your ways since last week.
Yeah, I got more of it last time, remember?
Yeah. You also look kind of like Batman now, although more like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But anyway, you spend the week outsmarting
Hey,
and beating
cool.
up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the slums, you notice that the stones used to line the road seem to have a certain pattern to them. You don't manage to figure out the mystery, but you still feel pretty smart for noticing the pattern of the tiles. You gain 1 mind. Right. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. That wasn't my odd pronunciation there. That was their odd way of writing it. Alright, Jacob, where to?
Okay, let's go forest this time. Let's explore the forest.
Alright, do you
I'm gonna
chop
get eaten,
wood
aren't
or
I?
do you
But who
hunt?
cares? Huh. Yes,
Those
hunt.
are the only 2 options in the forest.
Let's
Yeah.
hunt. Why not?
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the
Uh-oh.
sores
Come on,
begin glowing a
seriously?
vibrant blue. You feel your magical power grow even stronger while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. In no time, the
What
sores
the-
are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at. You have a magic of 11 and a mind of 1 now, by the way. A hunting party spots
Yep.
you. One of them runs up to you to see if you're alright. With only a glance, you set him aflame. Then you let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. Your destruction of like an empty forest. I think you were meant to be somewhere civilized for this. You black out. When you come to, you're at home in your bed. Your sores have faded and you feel like the disease's symptoms have passed. The next day, you find the exit to the town is closed. Something about there being a horrific accident in the forest? You do not inquire further. Alright, so the forest is now closed. And Joel, your turn.
Thanks, man.
So,
All right,
what you're
I'm going
saying
to the
is,
tavern.
I just completely destroy the forest and all the people living in it. Okay,
You're a
nothing
monster.
major.
Well, I think you just killed a
Yeah.
hunting party. Like, the forest isn't on fire or anything.
Yeah, but there is a river of that. That's
I just
pretty
committed a mass
ominous.
Yeah, that's
homicide and
true.
wanted to go hunting.
Yep.
And then you went back to your
You should fight
bed
crime like me in the
to
slums.
sleep.
I'm moral.
Yeah, you bartending or
Okay.
drinking?
Drinking.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Do you enter the drinking contest or do you spectate? Can't guess
Of
this
course
one.
I enter.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. After your drinking frenzy, you take a quick look around and notice you're the only one conscious. You clumsily take the cash prize and make your way home. You earn 2 wealth. I love how you haven't even spent any wealth drinking there like 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks straight.
Alright, Adam.
Yes. Is there anywhere left that we haven't yet?
The gardens.
Let's go to the gardens.
Do you landscape or do you meditate?
I need to get away from the people after that last week. I'm gonna meditate.
You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a beggar comes up to you asking for any spare change. Do you give him some coin, which you don't have, you still have a wealth of 0, or do you ignore him?
So I can't accept.
Well, you could accept, but I mean it's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Except-
So
try to keep
basically,
him
either is
non-existent
ignore
money.
him. You're also
Oh,
broke.
okay.
You don't have a penny you could spare. You both sing songs together about your poverty. Okay, this is more interesting than I thought. You gain 1 charm.
I hope it's blues.
You're just getting charm from everything. Your charm is 10.
You sing songs about your poverty. You're both arts students.
And I get confidence for being the butt of a joke.
Yep.
Which you don't get. You ask people
Yeah.
what the joke means.
Alright, Mitchell.
Yes, I'm in the slums.
Alright, pickpocketing or fighting crime?
Fighting crime. Let's see something different happens this time.
You spend the week outsmarting and
Don't
beating
figure
up
out that
criminals. Yeah, you gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. You should say, "Please, sir, may I have some more?" Do you give him some coin, or do you ignore him? You have it's 1 wealth, and you actually
give
have
him
1 wealth.
I've got 2 wealth.
Apparently
I
not.
only had 2 wealth.
Yeah, I thought you did
I'll
too.
give him some.
You lost a wealth somewhere. Maybe the prostitute robbed you for saying no. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. You gain 1 physique,
Yeah, I
1
do.
finesse, 1 mind, 1 charm, 1 magic. So 1 everything.
I didn't know
Physique.
charity could do that for you.
Well,
Stop
apparently
saying
even
good deal, man. I'm
attempting
just gonna give my money away.
Yeah.
even attempting charity makes you more charming because you're just singing together about your poverty.
I don't think this game's very it doesn't teach you how to live your life. It's like I can go
These are
around.
valuable life lessons.
Yeah.
I can go around being poor.
Like,
and
don't
not
give
getting
anyone
jokes,
water or you
but
might turn
getting
into
more
like
charming.
an elemental
Yeah,
with no
okay.
mind and massive magic.
Yeah.
Don't go to the forest because you might kill everyone there in a sea of blood.
Yeah.
Whoops,
Right.
sorry. Control Z, anyone?
And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming. The sound of all we knew being
You go to
pulled
the
in
forest
half.
again.
Yeah. This is just someone writing about Jacob's trip to the forest. It's like some animal. Alright, Jacob, it's on you and anywhere but the forest. Your
Yeah,
stats,
sorry about that. Let's go with... Well, what are my stats?
you've got a physique of 8, a finesse of 8, a mind of 1, a charm of 5, and
Yeah,
a magic of
nice.
11, and a wealth of 2.
Go to the alchemy
Um,
tower.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to the arena and just destroying everyone there. Cause I could probably take some pretty full-on stuff there. But how many rounds do we have of leveling up?
I don't know actually. I think it's like 7
let's
or
go-
8.
Let's go alchemy. Let's see if we can blow that
Alright,
up. Alchemy.
are we cleaning the lab or brewing a potion?
Brew.
Yeah, let's brew something.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. Your magic is 13
Yeah,
though.
I got some magic in mind.
One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, "Eureka!" When you look over and see what he's done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. "I figured out the antidote to
forest.
death," the alchemist explains. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Do you destroy the abomination or do you praise the alchemist's accomplishment?
Praise him, yes.
Considering us surrounds have been covered in hilarious, horrible sores and then convert into some ridiculous thing, let's praise it.
That's amazing, you say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's presence. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings. You gain 1 charm. So this reminds me of,
Oh,
in Pillars of Eternity,
That-
there's one
that-
moment
when
you go to like an alchemist lab,
yeah,
and there's like a cat in the corner, and you don't know from the sprite. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, there's a cat. let's go see what the cat wants. You pick it up, and apparently it's a pet. You pick it up and it's an inventory item, but you get there and it's like, suddenly the cat turns around and you notice that half of its rib cage is missing and all its fur is flowing out. And it's like some horrific zombie cat. And by the time you've picked it up, it's too late to do anything with the cat. I mean, you might be able to discard it, but I felt too bad doing that, so I had to reload a save and do the whole segment because I didn't really want to throw out this cat abomination that I'd picked up.
Well, there you go.
And that's my story. Now it's Joel's turn.
That's how Jesse
Cool
spent
story.
his weekends.
Are we getting wasted
Going to the
again?
tavern,
Yep.
of course.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. You got a physique of 10 and a charm of 12. One day a fortune teller
lady.
sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. Yes please, 1 wealth, or no thanks. You have 2 wealth.
Yeah, I'll get my fortune.
You spend 1 wealth. The fortune teller takes your hand.
Spend
and
the whole
begins
week
sha-
giving you a fortune.
Yeah, the fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time you can't help but feel that this is all an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poorer, you can't help but feel like you've wasted your money. That night, while walking home, the fortune teller runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. There's the love part, she says with a toothless smile. Then she hands you a giant sack of gold. There's the wealth, she says. You gain 2 wealth. Still think I'm a hack? Ellipses.
Good business model.
Yep.
Oh, mate.
It's a scam. She does that the first time to everyone and they keep coming back and she just like acts like nothing happens and keeps getting all this money. Alright, Adam, where you going?
Hospital.
Cleaning
Yeah,
up
good
or
luck.
tending to
Follow that.
patients?
Let's tend to patients.
You have 8 mind and 10 charm and 8 magic, so you might do okay. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, the bloodletting
Yay, money.
leeches somehow escape from their containers.
Uh-oh.
Leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards
How many
them.
leeches are there?
I know. Somebody do something, yells one of the doctors. Do you zap the leeches with magic or use yourself as bait? You have 8 magic,
Zap.
10 mind, 10 charm.
Zap, zap, zap.
You wave your
use
hand,
yourself as
unleashing
bait.
a wave of magic to disintegrate the leeches. The leeches all poof into dust. You save the hospital with your quick thinking. You gain 1 mind.
Save the hospital?
I know, there's like
He's really
loose
in danger
leeches.
from all those leeches.
There's like magic leeches. Did someone misspell like lich? The hospital just has like a jar full of liches that got unleashed.
Yeah, they were using the liches for bloodletting.
It sounds like a slight oversight of
That
safety. But
would be a great fantasy hospital. They just have all these liches in jars to like bloodlet patients. That'd be horrifying. Alright, Mitchell, your turn.
Yep. I've probably gotten out of there by now. I'm going to the arena.
Putting those crime fighting skills to use, or are you just betting on the fight? You have 0 wealth. You probably can't do that.
I'm gonna fight because my wealth went somewhere mysteriously.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena, and looking absolutely dashing while doing it and holding your sword like a javelin for some reason. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering... Oh, that was my subtitle, by the way. The looking dashing and holding your sword wrong. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, or John, one of the most popular fighters in the arena,
John.
as in French Jean, butts into the
Yes,
conversation.
John.
Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's in time. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? Do you feel happy for Kelly or extreme jealousy?
Happy. I'm married.
You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. You gain 1 charm.
Woohoo.
When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? Right, Jacob.
Alright, let's go to the arena and magic some stuff.
Pete in fight. You spend the week fighting brutes
Yep.
in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher ranked fighters ingesting illegal strength potions. Please, miss, don't report me, she cries. I'll even share some of my potions with you if you keep quiet, she adds. Do you take her offer or do you report her?
Report the hacker! Report the hacker!
Royd.
You report the fighter to the arena officials. They thank you for bringing it to their attention and hand you a small sack of coins. You gain 2 wealth. You got a lot of wealth now, you got 4 wealth.
Oh, but you could have gained like a bit in physique from the steroids.
Yeah. The fighter is investigated and receives a
feel
lifetime
inspired.
ban from the arena. Alright, Joel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get drunk again.
You spend the entire week
You're a
getting
dwarf, aren't
wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. Except dwarfs aren't charming. He's like a super charming dwarf with 11 physique and 14 charm. And 3
The
wealth.
biggest big gut ever.
One day the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Do you enter or do you spectate?
I'll enter. What could go wrong?
You sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play the worst game of darts
That
anybody's
five
ever
finesse is gonna
seen.
go so well.
You managed to break several glasses and narrowly missed someone's head. You come dead last. Somebody there wrote a song of how poorly you did, and it quickly became the most popular tune in town. You lose 1 charm.
Just one! Just one!
Yeah, so he's still on 13 charm.
Just one! What?
I like how if I was in that encounter, I would have gained 1 charm.
Yeah. You learn to live with being the butt of everyone's jokes in town. You gain 1 charm. Right, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go bartend.
You can't because Joel went to the tavern.
Oh no, what am I gonna do then? Let's go back to the palace.
Administration or attending balls?
Let's do some admin work.
You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and
Sweet.
gain 1 mind. You've got a mind of 12 now.
Yay.
One day the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in, he says. I really want a prince
Yes,
to take
I'm
over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? Do you teach the king your
I wink at
ways,
him.
or admit that you don't know how to help? You have a charm of 10 and a mind of 12.
I teach him my ways.
You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth. For 6 wealth now.
Yes.
Alright, Mitch.
Yes. What are the places again?
Alchemy Tower, Gardens, Hospital, or Slums?
Alchemy Tower.
Cleaning the lab or brewing potions?
Brewing potions.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Do you throw it out the window or do you drink it?
I drink it.
You quickly drink the potion. Your stomach acid seems to have quelled the potion's fury. You gain 2 magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Your magic is 10 now. The Yahwg.
Yeah.
It's
Most of my
almost
things are
here.
10. I still get more charming and
Yeah.
wealthy.
Well, go get drinking. That's how
You're
you
like
get
the most
charm,
well-rounded
apparently.
character out.
Sorry?
The Yahwg.
No,
It's-
come get training from me.
Yeah.
Get charm, madam.
I'll draw you some diagrams.
Yeah.
How much charm do you have?
He has 10, I think. I think you're all like high on charm. I think even Jay-Z's got like 8. The Yahwg.
I'm only 7.
Yeah, even
It's
me.
almost here. Almost. Almost. Alright, Jacob. You have 10 physique, 9 finesse, 2 mind, 6 charm, 13 magic. Where are you going? Oh, and 4 wealth.
Let's just go to the arena again. I reckon we can take him.
Fighting.
Fighting, yeah. Some punchy punch.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night, on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Do you pick it up or do you leave it?
Oh, well, let's see what it does. Let's pick it up.
As you pick it up,
Get
you hear
tentacles or something, okay?
you hear a voice from behind. You whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. That is all. Alright, Joel.
You're
drinking?
not worthy of my rusty jaw.
Yep, going to the pub.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. Nothing out of the ordinary happens
Spent
to you
6
this
weeks
week.
just drinking.
Yeah. Alright, Adam.
Let's go do some gardening.
Alright. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 physique, 1 finesse, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a toothless
Yay.
old woman approaches you. I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? Of course I would. 1 wealth, or no thanks.
No thank you. I'll pass on the magic. I'm pretty legit now. I'm in with the king.
She walks away disappointed. There's no such thing as magic beans, you mutter to yourself. You gain 1 mind. Alright. Mitchell.
I'm gonna go to gardens.
You can't. Adam went.
Oh, where can I go?
Slums, hospital, palace, or alchemy tower.
Oh, hospital.
Cleaning or tending to patients.
Sorry, cleaning.
You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hand and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon!" yells the doctor. Do you use your strength or use your magic? You have a physique of
Crush
11
magic.
and a magic of 10.
Oh, I thought I had better magic. Okay, physique.
Alright, use your strength. You put yourself between the demon and the exit. You catch the baby and manage to hold on as it struggles to break free. Nice catch! You gain 1 finesse. The doctor runs up with a scalpel and quickly slits the demon's throat. Your mouth goes agape at the doctor's merciless killing of a baby. He shrugs and walks away.
How often does this happen?
The storm
I
arrives.
only roll a d20.
What was wait?
Why is like the hospital like go completely crazy at the thought of leeches everywhere that like just like yeah, we better slit that baby's throat.
Yeah. The doctor's got
Demon
like
baby's not
a
threat, but
worm phobia. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning it still rages. For 3 full days the tempest puts us through a grinder. drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving?
No, we're not. We don't die.
Alright, so
You said that at the beginning.
now everything's ruined, and you've got to pick your role as who to be to like help the rebuild. So we have
I'll be the alcoholic.
yeah, they actually have that. There's the town drunk. So there's the leader, the builder, the conjurer, the doctor, the smelter, the tailor, the looter, or the town drunk. And Jacob, you're first up. You have a physique of
Can I be the
12,
conjurer?
a finesse of 10, a mind of 2, a charm of 6, a magic of 13, and a wealth of 4. Conjurer?
Conjurer would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
I think you have
Is
the
that
highest magic,
Crazy
so
high
yeah.
magic and physique. And physique as well, like battle mage sort of thing going on.
You take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies for the town. Your mind clouded with
Yeah.
madness, you accidentally summon an army of demons.
You're the worst conjurer
Wow.
ever.
They
Yeah,
destroy
Sorry, guys.
they destroy all progress the town had made before fleeing into the forest again.
The forest! What the forest? Anyway, what the forest?
Well, that went well.
You tried
All
and
right.
failed, the lesson is to never
Joel, town drunk? Is that it?
Oh,
Yep. Yep, town drunk.
You scavenge together as much alcohol as you can and drink excessively. You gain 2 physique and 1 charm. and
This
that's
physique
it.
Again.
Alright, Adam. We have the leader.
I'll lead us out of this.
Alright. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You effectively delegate and prioritize tasks. You give a lot of pats on the back, rewarding everyone's hard work. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. Alright, Mitchell.
Yes.
The builder, the doctor, the smelter, the
I-
tailor, or the looter?
I've taken the high road already, so this one will be the looter.
You break into abandoned buildings and hoard together everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth. You gain another 3 wealth. This hurts the survival effort. Gee, I think our town's gonna survive well, guys.
I kind of made a small mistake with the something of the horde of demons. I'm sorry, guys.
Is Adam
It
the
would've
only
been-
one who helped us?
Yes. It would have been great if that, like, you accidentally summon a horde of demons, but then they set about rebuilding the town, and you become like the greatest town ever. The end. That would have been hilarious. And so we set
Maybe
about our
preferable.
tasks, once more living our lives. This time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, now we get our character epilogue. Oh, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our home to rights, but the effort was futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. And perhaps the Yahwg was only partly to blame. And we get a picture of a
Thanks,
ruined
guys.
city. Do we not get character epilogues? No, here we go. Alright, Jacob. Word spreads of how you
Oh, no.
summoned horrors to sabotage the town's progress. One day a mob has
Whoops.
formed. Torches, pitchforks and all. You try casting spells at them, but in your panic all you can do is summon flowers. You are beaten into a bloody pulp.
Oh, there's
Nice.
flowers, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I decorate my own grave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, Joel. The Yahwg traumatized you deeply. Despite everything starting to be okay now, something in you snapped. Maybe it was witnessing a baby floating face down in the water. Maybe it was when you found a man skewered on a fence, still squirming slightly, his eyes an empty void. Perhaps it was when you saw a group of kids that were trapped in the school had resorted to eating their rotting teacher's corpse. Whatever it was, you can't help but drink. you know, totally different to your behavior beforehand. You drink so much you're not entirely sure what is real and what's an illusion. One day you look into a mirror and your eyes are empty, hollow. Alright, Adam. In the ruins of the village you try
Is
to
this gonna
set
be
up
positive?
some... Most of them aren't, even if the town survives and you do good. So, in the ruins of the village you try to set up some form of infirmary to help cull the rampant diseases running amok. You try to find helpers, but it appears anyone able enough has either fled the city or died. Either way, you try your best to cure the scores of plagues killing people all over the ruins. Unfortunately, all your contact with various diseases takes its toll. You die without saving anyone.
Damn it.
And Mitchell. You escape the ruined town with
Yeah.
giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets. You move to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the new city you move to has its own horrible evil, the Yahwg. The Yahwg sweeps through the city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, which results in you bleeding out on a pile of rubble. It was then you realize that the tiles foretold your death. The mystery is solved.
The tiles.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Merry Christmas. A nice high note
died
to
as I
stand on.
lived.
And that is the Yahwg.
Yeah, I was probably the worst player, like opposite end of MVP there.
Yeah. I don't know, you at least tried to help the survival effort.
I tried, yeah.
You were just insane, that was the only
You
issue.
destroyed the forest. Destroyed the town.
Alright. Well everyone, this will be our last episode for the year. And we'll start back probably sometime after New Year's. So look forward to seeing us then. You'll probably have episodes because I've got to upload those other ones which I've discovered I can't actually edit because for some reason it doesn't like the format or something. So I'll just upload the whole thing and it'll be like an hour long. I'll write show notes so that you know what to look for.
In other words, technical difficulties.
Yeah, basically our show in a nutshell. But
What
anyway,
are those?
Merry Christmas everyone. See you next year.
And have a happy new year.
Yeah. Thanks for the fun times.
See you later.
Thank you all.
Goodbye.
And with that, we're off.